Hello and welcome back to the channel. It's Echo Stretch. We're going to go ahead and jump right back into the third part of this video. We're going to be updating the 6-in-1 on the FeatherS2. So let's go ahead and just jump right in here. We'll get it opened up, get into our data folder. First thing what we're going to do is do the trainers. I guess that's probably the best thing to do. So if we jump online and we go to ps4trainer.com, go to trainer, and then we're just looking for the list.json. So we type in list.json. We can see these are all the games, and the newest games will be at the very bottom. So I believe the last time I checked there was like 20 of them, I believe. But I have a quicker way to go ahead and get these. We'll just go ahead and just copy this JSON file here, copy the content of it, or you can just right click and just hit save. Save should be here, I believe. There we go. Save as. And you can see list.json. Go ahead and go to our desktop, FeatherS2, data, and we'll save it right here. Okay, so if we go ahead and look, we'll be able to see our list.json, and there's the one that we currently have. So just delete that out of there so we don't get anything confused. So the JSON's updated now with the latest. The date, this is the trainer date that I added this to them all, just so that way I don't have to go into each HTML and edit the date. So just added this here. This is from PRB's host. This is the way he does his. He actually keeps the trainer update inside the list.json, but I just moved it out here just to have it here. So we'll go ahead and change that. We're into May now, so we'll go ahead and change this to May. And I believe it's the 5th. Today's the 6th. Let's just go ahead and just check out Twitter there, and we'll be able to see if it was yesterday or if it is today. Go with. If we jump over to PS4 trainer. Okay, and so 23 hours ago, yeah, so we'll go with the 5th with the latest update. Everything looks like the 5th. So we'll go ahead and minimize that, and we'll change this to 05. 05, go ahead and save that. So our date's taken care of. Now we just need to get the games, all the JSON files for the games, and the images. So there is a long process to do it. You can go in here, go ahead and copy the JSON file, download the JSON file. But what I got is a little script here, get trainers, that I had made for me. Experiment made this here for me, and I just added the gun zip into it, so that way it automatically gun zip it. So he created the part that gets it and downloads it, and then I created the part that actually gun zips it. So go ahead and click here. As you can see, it's starting to download. If we go into out, they will start pouring in here. Once they are complete, then it will gun zip them and put them over here for me. So we'll let that go. That's going to take a little bit of time to get them all, but yeah, while that's going, we can work on what's next. So let's go ahead and delete this out of the way, just so we don't get confused of having that file there. And then once we're ready, we'll go ahead and gun zip both of these. So let's start off with the first one, Chameleon's host. I don't believe that there's anything there that we need to do. Everything is pretty much the same. Let me just double check here. We'll jump on his Twitter. I know he did do a few things, but I don't think we need to update anything besides the package dumper, which we can grab pretty quick here. Okay, offline trainers has been updated. We're going to update that. Okay, so he added the Linux loaders, but he didn't add them to the host itself. They're added to the other part. So we're not going to go ahead and add them. If you're looking for those, they're on PRB's host anyways. we'll get into Caro's host and we'll add them there if they're not already there. I know Caro put them in as well. Beef Queefy mod, and we have all those. Okay. So what we're looking for is this right here. Go ahead and download the bin file. And we'll go ahead and go into our payload folder. Scroll down to right here. Let's go ahead and rename that and copy that, and we'll delete it out. Rename this and paste that in, and then we'll go ahead and drag that over. Okay, so that part's done. We'll move on to 900N, which is the Wolf's host. So we'll go ahead and extract here, and we'll open up with Dreamweaver. Go ahead and just take a look at this. This is still going, so and nothing started here yet. We can go into out and just see, yeah, 841. I think there's like 1,000 some anyway, so we should be getting pretty close to it. Okay, so scroll down here, just take a look at the code and we can see what we need to change. Linux loader is already done, so we don't need to worry about that. So I think we just have to add the package backupper, or the package dumper, which isn't very hard. We'll just go ahead and copy this one. Actually, you know what? We don't even really need to copy anything. If we go into our 4 megabyte one, and if we go into data, extract this here, we can pretty much just take the code from here because they use the same code. There's no difference in them. The only difference is that the Feather has more space, so it uses the mod menu payloads. So we can go ahead and keep on scrolling down here, and I believe when I did add it, I added it to the bottom. There we go, right here. So we'll go ahead and copy that. Control C, and we'll bring that over here. Okay, so you can see everything is just the exact same here. Our load message, P file, out jailbreak, and the load POC. So then we'll keep on scrolling down. Next part, what we want to do is add in the image for it. I find the easiest way to do this here because it's so big. I remember it's above control. So if we type in control, there we go, and this is where we're going to paste it in right here. Okay, so we'll go ahead and get it from here. Control F for find, and then we'll just type in control. Not sure why it's taking so long to do the search. Shouldn't take that long, but control. Okay. For some reason it's not doing the search, but we'll just scroll down here and we should be able to find it. Here it is right here. Okay, so we ended up getting it with no issues. So go ahead and select that. Not sure why Dreamweaver's so slow. It's been like this for the last... I know it is slow when you start using these images when they're added in. What do we need? Control copy. Okay, what's this parental controls? Okay, so I thought it was above parental controls, but it's actually below it. Okay, so we'll just scroll down. Might even be able to just go right there, and then we'll go ahead and hit enter here and paste in that there. Okay, so we have that in now. So that's done. We can save it. Close both of them out as we don't need them anymore. We can take a look at our downloads. Okay, 1194. And it usually doesn't take very long to unzip. They're already all done. So you can see that that's done. So all we need to do is just go over here to our games folder. We can do a Control A. It doesn't really matter. You don't have to delete them all. You can just drag them over and just overwrite them. But either way works fine. And just go ahead and Control A and then drag them over. And just like that, our trainers are done. Okay, so our next part, what we're going to do, close this out now. We'll keep it open because we might end up using Caros. Let's just go ahead because that's going to be our next one here. Go ahead and extract that here. And then we'll go ahead and just delete these out of here, just so we know. And we'll go ahead and open it up. Okay, so we'll first thing to do is check the Linux loaders. Okay, so it's the old Linux loaders. We're going to actually change those and update them. So what we'll do is just go in here, because we just did it previously. If you watched the previous video, we just did it for the 4 megabytes, so it's the exact same code. Just makes everything a lot easier when we can just copy and paste. So our proof of concept 2, we need this. We need the 3 coming down, and then we need our Linux loaders. And we're going to also grab the PS Vita ones as well, because we want to add those in as well. So just Control copy that, Control C, keep mirror there, and we'll go ahead and get rid of all this. Okay, Control V, and there we go. So that's in. We can check our payload folder just to make sure that we do have the files in there. So, okay, there's our, well, let me go up here. Linux loader, our default ones are there, and then the payload PS Vitas are right here, 1 gigabyte, right up to 5. So we're good there, and we're looking for the mirror loader JS. Up here, mirror loader JS. So that is done. So we'll continue on scrolling down. We got to add the dumper in as well. So we'll add that at the bottom. Let me just get the same code from over here that we used. Right here. So go ahead and copy that. And we'll put it right here. Okay. So that is in as well. The file name is going to be the same. So if we scroll down now, we have to add in a few things here. So we'll go into our dumper group first. I believe that's the first one that comes up anyway. So, okay, our Linux one actually comes up first. So let's get our Linux one done first. Okay, and we'll go ahead and select it. We'll take it right from there and right there. Okay. So here, and I think right there. Perfect. So our Linux one is in now, and we'll scroll down to our dumper, which is right here. So we'll go ahead and grab it over here as well. Package dumper. Grab it from the 2 BRs. right here, and Control V. Okay, so that is in as well. I think that's pretty much all we had to add to Caro's host. Go ahead and save it. Close all that out. And I believe that's everything. Just to get everything updated. Our trainers have been updated. We can actually go ahead and close that out now. We don't need it. Back up one. Go ahead and open up our index. And we'll scroll down to our update part right here. Go ahead and copy that. BR. Okay, and enter. Control V for paste. Okay, so we'll change this here to today's date, which is the 6th. Okay, update it, package dumper to 1.1. Add a new Linux method, I guess, to Caro's hosts. Added PSXIT to Linux payloads to Caro's host. And let's just go ahead and just jump up here very quick here. We'll add in there we go. And the only other thing that we did was the trainers. We updated the trainers. Will we go at 05? 05, 05, 22. Oh. Minimize that. 22. Okay, I think we are good there. Go ahead and just bring this up a little bit. And make sure we put a BR there. Okay, so we'll go ahead and save that. And we can go ahead and start gun zipping things. So we'll open up our 7-zip. This is the 4 megabytes, so we'll back out of there. Go into our feather. And we'll start gun zipping. That's done. That one is done. Our index. List. And our date. Okay, perfect. Delete that, that, and that. Go into our payload section. Go ahead and unzip that as well. Okay, I think that is everything. We didn't do anything in there. Oh, everything should be good. Okay, perfect. And X host, I know we haven't touched. Okay, so we can go ahead and close that out now. Now, if we take a look at the size of this here compared to our other ones, data, you can see this one is 10 megabytes. So it's a pretty big difference compared to the 4 megabyte one, which is right here. Go in, data, 3.91 megabytes. It's actually smaller than that. We go ahead and delete that out and delete that out. And then do a properties 2.95. So it's 3 megabytes. Okay, so we can back out of there. We'll go ahead and launch this now. Get our FeatherS2 plugged in. Okay, and like I said in my previous videos, this FeatherS2 You got to kind of play with the settings in order to get it to work. Stopped working there for a while with me. What I did was, I'll show you exactly what I did. Go into our boards, select the FeatherS2, our partition size. Just go with we'll go with this one. This one's fine. 1 megabyte, 4 megabytes, or 14. So what I did was this PS RAM, I ended up disabling it. I believe that's what I did. Hopefully it'll go. Port. Let me get it into. I think that is the right port. COM3. Yep, it is. Okay, so we'll go ahead and select that. And yeah, that's basically it for the settings. It's usually the PS RAM you got to play with, or the right here, the CDC on boot. But just keep on trying, you'll eventually get it. So we'll do the same as we did with the other one. We'll go in and erase the flash. Hit OK, and yes. As for the SSID, echo stretch, and the password is 1 right up to 8. Go ahead and close out some of these windows, as we shouldn't really need any of them open now. We can close this as well, as that is done too. This one takes a little bit longer to erase, just because it's 16 megabytes compared to the other one being only 4. Okay, so that is good. Even though it says erase flash, update failed, don't worry about that. Not a big issue. Just go ahead and start uploading. I have 2 sets here. This one here for the ESP data upload, and then I have this one. This here one's configured not to give that error, but they basically both do the same thing. So, okay, and we'll just jump on Twitter here and just make sure that we did get everything. I know that Chameleon's done. Carol, I don't think updated anything lately besides the trainers. Added that to the dump group. We just did that, so that's done. Okay. Okay, so that's all done. I know Nasky don't have anything done. He's working on his other project there. You can go ahead and check it out if you want. Just jump on his Twitter here. Still don't know how to pronounce that, but yeah, he's working on that. So I know he's not working on his host. His host is pretty much updated anyways. Not much really more to do to it. We can check out PRBs while we wait for this as well. Let's go ahead and just check that. Okay. So this is back April 25th. So nothing really done. That's just the PS4 debug. Okay, so that's pretty much it for that. What else could we check out here? We check out the wolf. I don't think the wolf has done anything. He sent me the last files that he updated, so okay, there's our click, so we know it's done. We can start uploading it now. I'm going to cancel that for 1 sec just so I can see what we have here. We're using little fs, yeah. Okay, so we'll go ahead and select that. And we'll just make sure that starts to go. Okay, so the process is starting to write now. Okay, so onto the woof, there's not much there. So it's just a matter of waiting. Waiting for this to be done. Doesn't look like anybody has updated anything. And I know for a fact we can check experiment, but I'm almost positive he didn't. Okay, so we scroll down. Nothing there. Yeah, there hasn't been anything there, so I know we're good. That's pretty much everybody. Checked everybody earlier anyways, and nothing has changed. So once that's done, we'll use our tool to get it. And like the other ones, this here one grabs the date as well. We go in and check it out. Edit. You can see the current year, month, and day. It's always going to be COM3, our flash size, and then our name, and then the date, the year, and the month, day, year. So basically it just comes out like this. So 36% there now. If it doesn't create the bin, what I'll end up doing is probably changing this one and turning this one off. I can't remember which way I had it last time. It might have been this one off and this one on. It's just it's always different, and I don't understand what the problem is with the board, but they're the options you got to play with. I did notice before when I had echo stretch in here, it wouldn't go, but then I took out stretch and just left it echo, and it worked with no issues. So just something you might want to look into if you're trying to make a FeatherS2 bin file. Go ahead and try changing that. But other than that, I didn't really do anything else. Obviously try different file systems, little FS, FAT, your spiffs. I don't think having the goaltend or the FAM mode enabled would do anything. I don't even really need those enabled, because we don't even use the goaltend payload here. We end up just using the actual bin file, so. But they're enabled, so. Okay, so we'll go ahead and we should be good to go ahead and write. We didn't get any errors, so let's go ahead and give it a try. So if it's going to crash or stop, it'll stop at like 6 or 7 or so. And it looks like we are going through. Sometimes it will stop higher, like 80, 90, but hopefully we can get it to go all the way. There's 30%. And you can see up here how it grabbed the date for us and just put it in automatically. It won't show up in here because it creates in the temp file and then brings it over once it's done. There's 50%. Okay, 70%. 80%. 90%. So it looks like we are going to go all the way this time, which is good. And 100%. So we're done. And as you can see, our file is there. So that's basically it for the video, guys. Just wanted to jump on, show you what's involved with making the FeatherS2 image. Depending on how many updates there are, it can take a little bit of time, but usually within about a half an hour, I can pretty much get everything done that I need to get done and have the bin created. I'm going to leave the video at that. I hope you did enjoy it. If you did, go ahead and hit that like button. And if you're not subscribed already, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Really helps out the channel. And I will see you in the next video. Thanks for watching.